You know, we've all been on the receiving end of a really bad sales pitch, right? That robotic voice just listing off features, making you feel less like a person and more like a target. But what if the best sales tool isn't a spreadsheet or a script? What if it's a real, genuine human connection? Today, we're going to dive into the incredible power of emotion in the art of selling.
So, to really get to the heart of this, we have to start with a question that's actually surprisingly tough. What is selling anyway?
No, really, just take a second to think about it. Is it just about, reciting features and quoting prices? Or is there something deeper going on? The old school answer is safe and logical, sure, but the effective one? That's all about emotion.
And here it is. This is probably the single most important idea we're going to talk about. Buying decisions are almost never just about logic. They are fueled by emotion. The second you connect with a client on that emotional level, the whole game changes. It stops being a pitch and starts becoming a partnership.
Thinking this way really presents a clear choice. When it comes to selling, there are basically only two paths you can take, two different kinds of roles you can play. Let's break them down.
On one side, you've got the reciter, and on the other, the connector. The difference seems simple, but it's huge. One talks at you, while the other talks with you. Let's dig into what that actually means.
Look, let's be real for a second. Being a reciter is tempting because it's easy. It's the path of least resistance, it's safe, it's logical, and you don't have to really engage with another person. You just read the facts off the sheet. We've all met this person, haven't we?
The connector, though, they do the hard work. They lean in. They actually try to understand the human being sitting across from them, not just the potential customer. And that effort to listen for what isn't being said is what builds the trust for a real relationship.
So, okay, if being a connector is obviously better, how do you do it? What's the secret sauce? Well, it all comes down to one fundamental skill.
Empathy. And in the word of sales, this isn't just about being nice, it's a powerful tool. It's the ability to genuinely get a sense of your client's emotional state, their hopes, their worries, what they really need. It is literally the key that unlocks that deeper connection.
But here's the catch. Empathy isn't a switch you can just flip on. It has to come from a real place. It starts with having a passion for what you do and a sincere interest in other people. When you actually enjoy that human interaction, empathy just flows. And that leads directly to understanding your client on a whole new level. It's like a powerful chain reaction. So what's the ultimate reward for all this work? For being empathetic? Well, you get the ability to communicate in a completely different and way more effective way.
At the end of the day, all that effort, the listening, the empathizing, it all leads to this one simple outcome. You stop talking in your company's language and you start speaking in your client's language. The whole conversation shifts from a sales pitch to a session where you're just solving their problem together.
So what does speaking their language actually look like? It really boils down to two simple things. First, you focus only on the things that they've shown you they truly want. And second, you learn to completely sidestep the topics or features that you sense might annoy them or turn them off. It's all about making the path to yes as smooth as possible.
So we'll leave you with this one question that really separates the reciter from the connector. Are you just out there selling a product, or are you creating a connection? The answer to that doesn't just shape your technique, it's probably going to define your entire success.